Yorkshire Terriers are very well known for their high intelligence, but also for their independent and stubborn nature. In fact, renowned canine psychologist Dr. Stanley Coren ranks them in the above-average intelligence category of dog breeds. This intelligence means they pick up on commands quickly, but it also means they can learn undesirable behaviors just as fast, if not properly guided. Owning such a spirited and confident breed is a significant responsibility. Their terrier heritage gives them a feisty and brave demeanor that can sometimes be challenging. Their big dog and a small body personality, unfortunately, led to a reputation for being difficult to train. However, with proper training, they are easily managed, which is why it's no surprise they are consistently among the most popular dog breeds in the US. The very first and most important step on this journey of training is basic obedience training. Think of it as building a strong foundation for your entire relationship. In simple terms, obedience training is teaching your Yorkshire Terrier to listen to and follow your instructions. This isn't just about control, it's about creating a clear line of communication between you and your tiny but mighty pup. For a breed as confident and sometimes stubborn as a Yorkshire Terrier, this early training is not just a good idea, it's essential. Without it, they can become demanding and attempt to run the household on their own terms. Just like learning a new language, you and your Yorkshire Terrier need a set of shared words to understand each other. The American Kennel Club suggests 5 basic commands that every dog should know. These are come, heel, sit, down, and stay. Teaching the leave it command is also incredibly important for safety, preventing your Yorkie from picking up dangerous items. Yorkshire Terriers are incredibly smart and can be eager to please when motivated. Once you've mastered these basics, you can move on to more advanced commands and fun tricks like spin or high five. Enrolling your Yorkshire Terrier puppy in a kindergarten class is a fantastic idea. These classes not only teach the basic commands in a structured environment, but also provide a golden opportunity for socialization. Your puppy will learn how to interact safely and positively with other dogs of all shapes and sizes. This early exposure is vital for a Yorkshire Terrier to grow into a well-adjusted and confident adult, preventing the development of small dog syndrome. These classes expose your puppy to different sights and sounds, which helps build their confidence and reduces fear-based reactions later in life. Some training centers even offer more advanced activities like agility, rally, or scent work, which can be great outlets for your Yorkshire Terrier's energy and intelligence. Before you sign up, make sure your puppy is at least 8 to 10 weeks old and has had their initial vaccinations. Given the Yorkshire Terrier's strong-willed nature and surprising tenacity, if you're a first-time owner of this breed, professional guidance is highly recommended. A good trainer will not only teach you how to effectively train your pup, but also help you identify and correct any budding behavioral issues early on. Here are some simple but powerful tips to make the training process a positive experience for both of you. Praise and rewards are key. Yorkshire Terriers respond beautifully to positive reinforcement. When your pup follows a command correctly, immediately reward them with a tiny, tasty treat. Enthusiastic praise like "good dog" or a favorite toy. This makes learning fun and encourages them to repeat the desired behavior. The best time to start training is when your puppy is young, around 8 to 10 weeks old. At this age, they are like sponges, soaking up new information. An early start makes the training process much smoother. Even before formal training begins, you can start teaching them their name and simple house rules. Patience is a virtue. Remember that your puppy is just a baby. The initial stages of training will have their challenges, especially with a breed known for its stubborn streak. There will be days when it feels like you're taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Be patient, consistent, and understanding. Repetition is how puppies learn. Never get angry or frustrated, as your Yorkie will sense your mood and may become anxious or unwilling to learn. Keep it fun and engaging. Training should be an enjoyable bonding experience. Use a clear and cheerful tone of voice. Keep your training sessions short and sweet, especially for a young puppy with a short attention span. Integrate training into your daily routine and provide plenty of puzzle toys and fun activities to keep their intelligent minds stimulated and prevent boredom-related behaviors like excessive barking. It is best to begin training as soon as you bring your puppy home. A young puppy's mind is receptive, much like a blank canvas, allowing them to learn new things with ease. Since they are in a crucial learning and developmental phase, they readily pick up habits from a young age. Consistency from every member of the household is crucial from the very beginning. While potty training can be a long and challenging process, especially for small breeds, starting early makes it significantly easier and faster. Delaying training may result in your Yorkshire Terrier developing undesirable habits that are hard to break. However, the ideal time to begin formal training is when your puppy is around 8 weeks old. Prior to this age, they lack the physical and mental maturity required for effective learning. At this age, they have better, though still developing, control over their bladder and bowels. The first step in potty training is designating a specific bathroom spot. This process should begin on day 1. Introduce your puppy to the designated spot the very day you bring them home. For a small dog like a Yorkie, this could be an outdoor location, such as a specific patch in your backyard or a designated indoor spot with a potty pad. Ensure this spot is nearby and easily accessible at all times. The spot should be usable in all seasons, so avoid selecting different areas for summer and winter. Many small dogs dislike going out in rain or snow, so if possible, provide cover from the elements to ensure it is accessible in any weather. Choose a location that is free from distractions and not in a high-traffic pathway. Most dogs show a preference for soft, absorbent surfaces such as grass, mulch, or gravel for elimination. Young puppies, much like toddlers, do not have innate bathroom manners. As their owner, it's your responsibility to teach them that only one specific spot is for potty and all other areas are off limits. Since your puppy has just moved in, establishing boundaries from the first day is much easier, as they will accept them as a normal part of their new life. Remain consistent and do not change the designated spot. When they successfully go in the right spot, reward them with enthusiastic praise and a special treat immediately after they finish. You need to establish a daily routine for your puppy. This schedule will be incredibly helpful for both of you. A puppy's daily schedule should include consistent times for sleep, play, exercise, meals, and potty breaks. Dogs are creatures of habit and will quickly adapt to a routine. A predictable schedule helps regulate their bodily functions, making potty times more predictable. Regular meal times play a decisive role in this schedule. When puppies eat at a scheduled time, they will likely eliminate at a scheduled time, ensuring predictable potty breaks that will make your life easier. You can feed them 2 to 3 times a day, but always at the scheduled times. Avoid leaving food out all day. Avoid free feeding, as this makes it impossible to predict when they'll need to go. A daily schedule is key to the success of the potty training process, making it much easier and faster. Beyond the fixed schedule, there are specific times when puppies typically need a bathroom break. Take her to the bathroom first thing in the morning and after a long play or exercise session. When your puppy wakes up from a nap, take her to the bathroom. Puppies often feel the urge to go about 15 to 30 minutes after a meal or drink. Additionally, you should take them to the bathroom before bedtime and before leaving them alone in their crate. Most puppies will signal an impending bathroom break through verbal sounds, body gestures, or a combination of both. These signs are clear indicators that they need to go, and you should immediately take them to the designated spot. Learning your specific puppy's signals is one of the most important parts of successful house training. Some early signs include circling and sniffing the floor, which indicates a puppy is looking for a spot to relieve themselves. Sudden restlessness or stopping play can mean they have an urge to go. Whining or scratching at you or the door is often a request to be taken outside. Becoming agitated or trying to sneak away to a quiet corner or behind furniture. Squatting is the final sign before an accident. Whenever you notice these signals, act immediately and take your puppy to the designated spot. While very young puppies may not show these signs initially, they will gradually learn to communicate their needs. This is the most frustrating part of training and must be handled carefully. Despite best efforts, accidents are normal and a part of the training process, especially during the first few weeks. It's important to understand that puppies are not doing it intentionally. There are reasons behind it. First, young puppies have small bladders and poor bowel control, which leads to indoor accidents. Second, they are still learning to associate the designated area as their only bathroom spot. Occasionally, indoor accidents can also be caused by health issues. If accidents suddenly increase or your puppy seems to be in pain, consult your veterinarian to rule out a urinary tract infection or other medical problems. If you catch your puppy having an accident, interrupt them immediately with a sharp, surprising sound like a loud clap or a firm "ah, ah," and take them to the designated spot. The puppy should not be punished, scolded, or have its nose rubbed in the mess. The dog will not understand the reason for the punishment well after the event, and such actions can create fear, anxiety, or a reluctance to eliminate in the owner's presence, potentially complicating training. This can lead to them hiding from you to have accidents, making training even harder. It is mandatory to thoroughly clean the site of an indoor accident, leaving no trace behind. When puppies eliminate in a spot, they mark that territory with their scent and are drawn back to it. Standard cleaners are often insufficient. Use an enzymatic cleaner specifically designed to break down and eliminate every trace of odor and stain. Without it, your puppy's sensitive nose will detect the old spot and think it's an approved toilet. Indoor options like puppy pads can be very useful in specific situations, such as if you live in an apartment or if your dog is sick or injured. They can also be a helpful tool for a breed like the Yorkshire Terrier, who can be notoriously difficult to house train and may resist going outside in bad weather. While indoor arrangements can be used, consistency is key. If a Yorkshire Terrier puppy becomes accustomed to using pads, it may be more hesitant to transition to using only outdoor surfaces. Puppy pads can be a long-term solution for Yorkies if it suits the owner's lifestyle, but it can sometimes send a mixed message, teaching your puppy that it's acceptable to go potty inside the house. This can make a transition to being exclusively outdoors more difficult later on. To avoid confusing your puppy, there should only be one designated type of bathroom spot that you use consistently, whether it is indoors on a pad or outdoors on the grass. According to the American Kennel Club, crates are an important house training tool that can make your life easier. Dogs are clean animals by nature and have a natural instinct to keep their den and sleeping area clean. A crate serves as their den, so they will naturally avoid soiling it. This instinct prompts them to hold it until they are taken outside to their designated potty spot. The crate is a magical tool for potty training a puppy. It is an easy, quick, and proven method for effective house training. It is not a cage for punishment, but a safe space that helps manage your puppy when you cannot supervise them directly. You should use a consistent verbal cue for the bathroom, such as "go potty" or "get busy." Use a short, clear command and stick with it to avoid confusing your puppy. This command should be spoken in a positive and encouraging tone. A general formula, known as the month-to-hour ratio, is often used to estimate how long a puppy can hold its bladder. Both the Humane Society of the United States and the American Kennel Club recommend this formula. According to this rule, a 2-month-old puppy can hold it for about 2 hours, while a 4-month-old can be expected to hold it for about 4 hours. However, this can vary between individual puppies, and the formula is not applicable once a puppy reaches 9 months of age. It's important to remember that these are general estimates. For a small breed like a Yorkshire Terrier, more frequent breaks are always better. Individual bladder control can vary based on factors such as the dog's size, overall health, diet, and current activity level. Age is the deciding factor in a puppy's holding ability as they gradually develop control over their bladder and bowel muscles. While you can use the month-to-hour formula as a guide for the first few months, it is always recommended to provide more frequent potty breaks rather than strictly adhering to the ratio. Forcing a puppy to hold it for too long is unhealthy and can lead to bladder infections or other urinary tract issues. Potty training is a long and challenging task that can sometimes be frustrating, particularly with this breed. It typically takes around 4 to 6 months to fully potty train a puppy, and sometimes longer for a Yorkie. This timeline is not exact. Some puppies may learn faster, while others might take longer, depending on their individual personality and the owner's consistency. Don't be surprised if your puppy has a regression period where they have a few accidents after weeks of being perfect. This is a normal part of the process. Just stay consistent, go back to basics, and they will get back on track. Yorkshire Terriers are smart dogs that learn quickly, but consistency from the owner is crucial. If an owner is not consistent, the training process will inevitably take longer. Setbacks are a normal part of the learning process and should not discourage the owner. Before proceeding, let's address some common questions. Is crate training required? Why is it necessary? The American Kennel Club explains in a detailed article that crate training is vitally important and beneficial for dogs of all ages, puppies, adults, and seniors. It provides them with a sense of security and creates a personal shelter. Vets, trainers, and breeders all recommend crates as useful training tools. According to the Humane Society of the United States, crate training utilizes a dog's natural instinct to seek a comfortable, quiet, and safe place. The crate helps prevent chewing problems, aids in house training, and offers a safe method for transportation. However, it is not a magical solution, must be used correctly, and may not be suitable for all dogs. A crate functions as a dog's den and bedroom. It is a place of safety and security where they can relax when left alone. You can safely leave them in the crate while you attend to chores. It keeps a curious, tiny puppy safe from household dangers, like being stepped on or getting into toxic plants when you can't supervise them directly. This is especially important for a small and fragile Yorkie. The American Kennel Club states that the crate ranks high as a potty training tool. The principle is that dogs, being clean animals, will not eliminate in their sleeping area. This makes the crate a quick and efficient method for potty training. It teaches them to hold their bladder and bowels for reasonable periods. Traveling is much easier with a crate-trained dog. You can safely transport them by car or air. In fact, an IATA-approved crate is a requirement for flying with your dog. Some hotels also require dogs to be crated. With a Yorkie, a small airline-approved carrier can often fit under the seat in the cabin. This makes vet visits and road trips less stressful for everyone. To encourage your puppy to enter the crate willingly, you must furnish its interior to be an appealing and inviting space. The most important feature is the bedding. While some people use towels or blankets, a proper dog bed is a wiser decision. These are made specifically for this purpose. For example, puppies might need a chew-proof bed. These purpose-made beds are typically chew-proof, non-allergenic, and easily washable. Make sure the bedding doesn't take up so much space that the puppy can't stand or turn around easily. Equally important are toys and treats. Puppies need something to engage with while alone in the crate. Provide small, size-appropriate chew toys or puzzle toys to keep them busy. You can use stuffed toys, like a mini Kong filled with a small amount of peanut butter. These interactive toys are very helpful for keeping them entertained. However, it is paramount that any toys left in the crate are indestructible and safe for unsupervised chewing, as the owner will not be present to intervene if a toy breaks apart and becomes a choking hazard. The crate's overall feel should be that of a den. It needs good ventilation and a view of the surroundings. You can use a sheet to cover it and reduce excessive light. Remember to remove your puppy's collar, tags, and leash before leaving her inside. A harness should also be removed to prevent any chance of it getting snagged. Consider installing a dog camera nearby so you can check on your puppy remotely via a smartphone. This can be a challenging part of crate training for both you and your puppy. Use praise, tiny treats, and toys to lure them inside. Walk your puppy to the crate and toss a favorite toy or treat inside, letting them follow it in. Speak in an upbeat, happy tone of voice whenever you are near the crate. Alternatively, allow your puppy to explore the crate on their own. Puppies are naturally curious and will likely sniff and investigate it, possibly entering on their own if the interior is appealing. If your puppy goes inside, praise them and offer more treats, but do not close the door yet. The goal is for them to enter voluntarily. The first few attempts can be challenging. Puppies need time to become familiar with this new space. Don't rush the process. Do everything slowly and gradually. For the first week, leave the crate door open. You can introduce closing it in later attempts. Similarly, start with short stays of about 5 minutes and gradually increase the duration. Introduce the crate when they are tired, such as after a play session. An exhausted puppy is more likely to relax in the comfortable environment. When you first start closing the door, your puppy might whine, cry, or bark. These reactions are common and indicate she wants out. It's crucial to ignore this behavior, as difficult as it may be. If you let her out when she whines, she will learn that whining is the key to escape and will repeat the behavior every time. Wait for a brief moment of silence before opening the door, so they learn that being quiet gets them what they want. Creating a positive association with the crate is essential for successful training. If your puppy views the crate as a good place, she will happily spend time inside, making the process a breeze. Here are a few ways to build a positive image. Decorate the interior properly with toys and treats. Use positive training methods and ensure her first experiences are pleasant. Feed her inside the crate with the door open to create a subconscious positive association. Play crate games like Treasure Hunt that encourage her to go inside. Provide special, high-value treats or toys that the puppy only receives when it is in its crate, such as a frozen mini Kong. There are also things to avoid that can hinder the training process. Never use the crate for punishment or discipline. It should always be a safe haven, not a jail. Do not use a crate of the wrong size or type. Don't keep your dog in the crate for too long, or she will grow to hate it. Never force your puppy inside by pushing or shoving her. This will only create fear and resistance. The location of the Yorkshire Terrier's crate within the home can significantly impact its acceptance and use. Dogs are social creatures that want to be near their human family. The ideal place for a crate is where your dog can see human activity and feel part of the household, such as a living room, family room, or kitchen. A quiet corner in a frequently used room, like the living room or family room, often works well. Dogs generally prefer not to be isolated. In the beginning, it's a good idea to move the crate to your bedroom at night. Hearing and smelling you nearby can be very comforting for a young puppy and reduce nighttime anxiety. However, the crate should not be placed in high-traffic areas or pathways. It also shouldn't be in an isolated location like a basement or garage. Ensure the crate is away from direct heat sources like radiators or fireplaces. Also, keep it away from drafty windows or doors. It is recommended to use a cue word for the crate, such as kennel or crate. You can use different words for entry and exit, like go inside and out. Use clear, consistent commands to avoid confusion. Always use the command in a cheerful tone before tossing a treat inside to lure them in. Selecting the right crate for a Yorkshire Terrier involves considering size, type, and material. The crate should not be too large or too small. A crate that is too small will be uncomfortable, while one that is too large might be used as both a sleeping area and a bathroom. The crate should be large enough for the dog to stand up, turn around, and lie down comfortably. An adult Yorkshire Terrier typically requires a small crate, generally 18 to 22 inches in length. Since puppies grow rapidly, you can buy a crate that will fit their adult size and use dividers or wall panels to adjust the space as they grow. Different types of crates are available, each with pros and cons. A few basic necessities include good ventilation, a view of the surroundings, and a removable floor tray for easy cleaning. These are a versatile option for home use. They offer excellent ventilation and visibility, are easy to clean, and often come with divider panels. They are also durable and cost-effective. Covering a wire crate with a blanket can make it feel more den-like and cozy. Plastic crates, also known as airline kennels, are generally durable and provide a more enclosed, den-like environment. They are often required for air travel. Fabric crates are lightweight and highly portable, but are only suitable for dogs that are already fully crate trained and are not prone to chewing or attempting to escape. These are perfect for travel or temporary setups. Wooden crates, often designed to look like furniture pieces, can be aesthetically pleasing. However, they are not suitable for puppies that are prone to chewing and tend to be more expensive and less portable. They blend in with home decor but prioritize aesthetics over practicality for a new puppy. Crate training is beneficial only when used correctly. A dog should only be kept in a crate for a reasonable amount of time. According to the Humane Society of the United States, puppies under 6 months of age should not stay in a crate for more than 3 or 4 hours at a time. Young puppies have small bladders and cannot hold it for long. If kept in a crate for too long, they will inevitably have an accident inside. This can destroy the clean den instinct and set back potty training significantly. Another reason to limit crate time is their need for mental and physical stimulation. Yorkshire Terriers are active, intelligent dogs that need an outlet for their energy. Locking them in a crate for extended periods can be detrimental to their mental and physical health. It can lead to anxiety, depression, and destructive behaviors. A crate should be used when you cannot supervise them, such as when running errands. If family members are home, there is absolutely no need to keep the dog in the crate. The most important rule is to use the crate humanely. It is a tool that can be either beneficial or harmful, depending on how it is used. If you have a 9-to-5 job, do not leave your dog in a crate all day. Instead, consider a doggy daycare or a dog walker. Yorkshire Terriers are smart dogs that can be crate trained relatively easily. However, the process can still take several weeks or months, depending on the dog's personality and past experiences. Full dedication and consistency are required from the owner. The training duration is highly individual and depends on consistent positive reinforcement and the puppy's comfort level. Never rush the process. Let your puppy set the pace to ensure they always feel safe and secure. Yorkshire Terriers are very smart and can be easier to train than many other breeds in terms of intelligence. Dr. Stanley Coren, a renowned canine psychologist, ranks Yorkshire Terriers as having above-average intelligence among dog breeds. Besides their intelligence, Yorkshire Terriers can possess an eagerness to please their owners, which can simplify their training. However, they were originally bred to hunt vermin independently, which means they can also have a stubborn and willful streak. While they are among the intelligent dog breeds and are very receptive to training, this independent nature requires patience and consistency from the owner. You must be more persistent than they are stubborn. The period between 8 weeks and 6 months is often cited as the most receptive for training, as puppies are like sponges during this time, readily absorbing information. Yorkshire Terriers are confident little dogs with brave, feisty personalities. The perception that they are just lapdogs is entirely false. Their terrier heritage gives them a territorial and protective nature, which can sometimes lead to excessive barking or suspicion of strangers. Effective training helps in managing their natural instincts, channeling them appropriately. Without guidance, their bravery can turn into aggression towards larger dogs, putting them in danger. For spirited breeds like Yorkshire Terriers, effective training and socialization are not merely optional, but are safety imperatives to prevent small dog syndrome and ensure they are pleasant companions. It is up to the owner to channel their natural abilities constructively through training. Provide them with healthy outlets for their energy, such as indoor games, short walks, and puzzle feeders that make them work for their food. Despite their sometimes bossy nature, they are also incredibly loyal and make wonderful family dogs. It is no surprise they are one of the most popular toy breeds in the United States and are widely popular worldwide. An ideal training session should be short, focused, and entertaining for your dog. A single session should last no more than 5 to 10 minutes, but you can have multiple short sessions throughout the day. This prevents your smart Yorkie from getting bored or frustrated. Start with simple commands and gradually progress to more advanced tricks. Puppies have shorter attention spans than adult dogs and are easily motivated by food, which can be a great training aid. According to the American Kennel Club, every puppy should learn 5 basic commands: come, heel, sit, down, and stay. Always end on a high note with a command your puppy knows well, followed by lots of praise. Positive reinforcement is the best method for training any dog. The American Veterinary Society of Animal Behavior states that only reward-based training methods should be used, as aversive methods can have damaging psychological effects. The American Kennel Club says positive reinforcement should be the foundation of all training, while the Humane Society of the United States considers it a powerful tool. Reward-based training is the most effective way to train a dog and is essential for building a strong, healthy relationship. Physical punishment is a cruel and ineffective method. Yelling and scolding can damage the bond between you and your dog. Yorkshire Terriers are sensitive and will not respond well to harsh methods. They may react by becoming more stubborn or fearful. A trusting bond is your most powerful training tool. For confident little dogs like Yorkshire Terriers, socialization is not optional, but a necessity. It is vital for raising a confident, friendly, and well-mannered dog rather than one that is fearful or yappy towards strangers. You should introduce your puppy to new people, dogs, and other pets in a controlled and positive way. Take them to puppy-safe places to expose them to new sights, sounds, and smells. While socialization is important for all dogs, it is essential for Yorkshire Terriers. Their terrier nature can make them wary or overly bold with strangers and other dogs. Early and frequent socialization will help them become comfortable and learn appropriate social skills. Always advocate for your small puppy. Don't allow larger dogs or people to overwhelm them. The prime window for socialization is within the first few months of their life. However, ensure your puppy has received her initial vaccinations before allowing her to mingle with unknown dogs. These two qualities are essential for training, and they relate to the owner, not the dog. Training a dog is a challenging task that takes time, especially with a breed that has a mind of its own. An individual puppy may need more time and repetition to learn something new. Though Yorkshire Terriers are smart, they don't learn everything instantaneously. You will encounter setbacks, especially with house training, but you shouldn't get discouraged. Instead, remain patient and consistent in your training to achieve long-term results. Patience and consistency are the keys to a successful training process. The effort and time invested in raising a well-trained dog are absolutely worth it. Your hard work will pay off with a loyal, well-behaved companion for years to come.